get the soap, Carl.
Let's get the soap. I'll get it.
Because it's episode 39.
Oh, God.
Sorry about that. We're starting it off on a dad pun. Roll the intro, Carly.
Whoa.
Couple of issues.
You can't call me Carly.
I genuinely felt bad. You were like, you can't do that.
Like, it's been 39 weeks, and now you're calling me Carly. Like, this is a
I
whole,
didn't say
this is
Carl
a whole
every time.
change up. Are you sure?
Not since day one.
Let's roll it back to day one.
Okay.
Roll the intro, Carl.
I think the first one was
I feel like you used to roll the intro for like a couple episodes. And then
I think you would say it. You would say, roll the intro, Carl, and I
don't think
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Girl who falls for everything and
39
anything.
weeks, though. You know what I mean? That's crazy. We also...
Yeah, we thought...
We have 42 weeks for a year.
We're like,
oh my God, how are we coming up on a year?
Again, how dumb we are. We're like, we started in February?
52 weeks.
All right, here's the first episode. Uh-oh.
An ad.
We got an ad on our video.
Double
Sorry
ad.
we're rich. Sorry we're... Oh, hello.
This is the...
Oh, my hair's red.
It is.
The very first episode.
Well, your hair is
this,
so
This
red.
episode is brought to you by us.
Oh, yeah, no ads.
Nobody.
Sad.
Before we were rich. Just us.
And not that we didn't get
Eh,
awesome ad spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're saving it.
I think you tell me to roll it.
I think so.
That's my guess.
Roll the intro, Bruce. Whoa, that sounds wrong. That sounded wrong. That's like saying Aaron and Carly. You hang out with Aaron and Carly. Ah, that doesn't go that way.
What do you think sounds better, Bruce and Carly or Carly and Bruce?
Carly and Bruce.
Really? I think Bruce and Carly.
Bruce and Carly. Carly and Bruce. Bruce and Carly. Actually, I don't know.
think
I
it's
always just say,
bruh.
I think I just like put myself first in every situation. So Carly and Aaron, Carly and Bruce, Carly and parents, Carly and Panera.
I think because
Depending where I am.
Carly hits so nice. Carly and Bruce.
Yeah, it's
Bruce
just
and
like,
Carly. It's still, you're going to be the emphasized name in it.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
all that
like,
matters.
It's a crescendo.
a crescendo, Carly. Ah. I didn't know what a crescendo was. And I was like, it's in the song, like, a crescendo, Annie. Ah.
Crescendo.
Annie.
So, spoiler alert, we're kind of pre-recording this.
Yeah, we're lost in life.
I haven't done the weekend tour, so I can't recap it yet.
Yeah, this is coming
About to
out
leave for it.
the day you come back from the first leg, I guess.
Yeah, the day I'm
First 3
traveling
days,
back,
4
yeah.
days. And we're actually recording this the day after we recorded our last podcast.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit different, but not really.
It's gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah, this whole
Probably put it
month,
perfect.
it's going to be a little bit
It's
different.
gonna be a little different.
It's a little bit different, Annie. Oh,
Um,
good job. I didn't think I sounded like that.
You didn't.
Okay. You just know
You
me.
sounded perfect.
Oh.
Dumb.
Oh. Oh.
No, not you, dumb. Like, that was dumb.
Oh.
I feel like we should just start this whole goddamn podcast over.
No, I like it. This whole goddamn
So we
podcast.
we had talked about a lot of stuff on the last podcast. That's where we were like, what did we talk about in the next one? And I don't know how we got on the subject of it, but it was like stories where, you brought it up. You were saying like stories that like people don't believe are true. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, the koi pond's got to have a bunch.
Yeah, and you guys did. We put that out last night, and by the time I was in bed, probably like 4 hours later, there were so many emails. Thank you guys so much. So by the way, it's coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. So if we ever ask you to email us any stories you have about anything specific or you need some unprofessional advice, email it to that email address.
And I know the koi pond's growing every week. And a lot of people are like, hey, just catching up. I'm only on episode blah, 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 blah. But I still want to email stuff in. You can still email stuff from like previous episodes, whether it's pet peeves, celebrity stories, crazy stories no one believes. And still send that in because we can still read. We still go through a lot of the emails from prior weeks to see if there's anything that we can fit into the pod.
Yes. We always try to incorporate some unprofessional advice when we're doing a lot of like the Craigslist misconnections and like ending on the unprofessional advice. So Well, we'll see. We'll see you next time. I don't know. We'll see you guys next time.
That's a 5-minute pod.
Yeah. They're like, what?
That's really funny. I just kind of want to just dive into some of these emails because there's so many good ones.
Yeah. So we asked you guys. Did we say this already? Like, we wanted you to.
I said it, but I'm not sure.
I think you did too.
I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
It's okay. Bruce didn't get much sleep last night. Just to recap, just in case, we just wanted you guys to send us stories about things that have happened to you that, Bruce, wake up, I'm filming about 45 minutes ago. You'll be all right. Things that have happened to you that people don't believe happened. So, like, I fell into a well and a dog saved me and no one believes me because that didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Because you're a liar.
Because you're a liar. Denise. Go back to Facebook and post your quotes.
That's what you were
Denise.
talking about. That's like a thing. Like people make up stories and then people on Reddit post about that.
Yeah, there's a subreddit called That Really Happened, and people will screenshot like Facebook statuses or tweets or something of people saying like dumb stuff that definitely didn't happen, but they are claiming it happened. So I think
Like what?
like I can't really think of it. I told you this yesterday. I don't know why this was the example, but it was like, I saw this really hot guy at the gym, and I stopped him mid-workout to ask him out, and now we've been dating for 3 months. I don't know. Just like, okay, that probably didn't really happen.
Well, it might have.
Yeah. I think that was like a less extreme version. Okay, Joe Rogan. He's hitting his mic with his chin.
Yo, listen, I got a thing. That's going to be my new thing when I come out. When your koi leaders pop out of the pond. Listen, listen, if you come at me with this.
Because they don't have arms.
So weird.
They do it with their hands because they're fish.
I'm gonna bubble guppy your ass.
This is a loosey-goosey podcast.
It's I feel really loosey weird.
But I was trying to think of a story. We were both trying to think of stories of something that happened to us that people don't believe or that's like so weird that is such a small chance of it happening.
You got one?
I have one, but it's not my story, but I think I should tell it because
It's not my story
weird.
to tell, but it's my story now.
It's
Just
not
own
my
it.
story to tell. Like when your friend wants gossip, it's not my story to tell. So
But Jimmy, and you're like, oh shit, tea, juice.
I had this Vine. It's so stupid, but it's like I'm on the phone and I'm like, yeah, no, I promise. I'm not going to tell anybody. I swear to God. Okay, bye. Sarah? I'm hilarious.
You are.
Thanks. I don't
That's why
know
we're together.
whose story. That's the only reason.
Do we have an ad right now? Not yet.
I think we do.
A
We do.
little bit?
We'll come back to
Are you
this
distracted
exact
enough
conversation.
by now?
No, we'll come back to it.
Okay.
All right.
Go on.
Okay. My friend, actually, I don't know who it was. Could have been a relative. I don't remember. But they were with their family on vacation, and they were walking through like the wood. There's like a trail in the woods just to do like a little walk, I guess. And they saw this guy by some train tracks, and the guy stopped them, and he was like, do you know how to get to blah, blah, blah? Like he was asking them questions, and they're like, sorry, no idea, we're visiting. They do this whole hike, walk, whatever. They go back home, and like an hour later on the news, that guy's picture is on the news as like a most wanted. He was like this murderer who had just killed people, and he just walked up to them.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. That really happened.
Oh my God, I'd be scared to walk anywhere.
I know. How weird is that?
That's stuff
I'd be like,
you
I
see-
almost
That's
died.
a movie.
Yeah. I'm
That's
like,
the start of a
oh, I
movie.
got it from him. No, I didn't.
That's that one scene in the movie where you're just like, oh my God, they have no idea who they just talked to. And
Yeah.
then it goes on, and then he like has like a knife in his pocket. That's like,
Yeah.
and it shows that like dripping
As he's
out.
walking away.
And they're just like, we're hiking.
Do-do-do, happy family. Let's go eat
Whoa.
our pie.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
I know. That gave me goosebumps when I was told. It's weird that I don't remember who told me. Like, you would think I would remember.
Dude, that happened. I have one too. Not my story to tell, but I'm gonna tell it.
We're too boring to have stories like this.
Our life's too crazy that we don't know what's
What's weird and what's not.
weird and what's
All of it's unbelievable. Yeah, Kendall Jenner showed up to my friend Zane's birthday.
So I can't remember exactly. My friend told me this, but I'm not sure if it was her uncle or it was somebody somehow related to her. This guy's at the casino in Atlantic City, and this casino just opened. So it was like a specialty event. So he was like not high roller, but you know those people that they go enough so the casino, like new
Yeah.
casinos will invite you. Like, you come to Atlantic City all the time. Like,
Like, we'll comp you some rooms.
Yeah, exactly. Brand new casino. I forget which one it was called. And the guy's at this table and said, this man and his wife sit down, and there's security all around them. And he's like, they must be somebody, because, like, who has security all around them? So he starts talking to them. He's like, are you guys famous or something? Like, why do you have all these people? And they start talking like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, just kind of joking, realizing, like, oh, he doesn't know who we are. And, like, he's like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a rapper, and or, like, we're musicians, artists, whatever. And he's like, what's your name? I want to look you up. And tell my daughter. She probably knows who you are.
Yeah.
So he calls his daughter after, and he's like, he was like telling her, he's like, yeah, I can't quite remember his name. It was like 2 initials, but his wife was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And the daughter's like, okay, like 2 initials. He's an artist? He's like, yeah. And it was like, Jason? She's like, Jay-Z? And he goes, yeah, that's it.
And Beyonce?
Just sitting there talking. And apparently, he goes back to his room, has a note, and said, please meet us for breakfast or brunch. And the next day joins them, and they were like, it's crazy. Like, we were known everywhere we go. So when we get to meet people that don't know who we are, it's like nice to like just have a conversation with people.
Oh my God.
He's like, well, I know who you are now because my daughter flipped out. But I thought that was really insane.
That's so, how nice of them to be like, come to brunch.
I know. It's like,
It's probably refreshing being around somebody who doesn't know who you are.
well, they also have gone to like dive bars in Brooklyn. Like they've been known, like they've been spotted at a place like that. Like I know there's stories of like Ed Sheeran does that too. Ed Sheeran did that with them. But I think like you're at a level of celebrity where you're recognized everywhere you go.
Yeah.
So like any moment of that, yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's hard. It's refreshing though, and I do that too. Like go to a dive bar, so no, but that's really cool. I go to dive bars. I just like wear a wig and try to go to Target.
I had to dye my hair blonde.
Yeah,
It was getting too ridiculous.
It got too crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh, so if you see Jay-Z and Beyonce, just pretend you don't know who they are, and they'll hang out with you.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like
Obvious.
yeah. So I don't.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
You made some delicious coffee today.
Thanks.
Sounds like a segue to an ad. It's not.
It's not a coffee ad though. That would be very sick.
Oh my God, Stumptown, come through.
Gods above, send us the coffee ads.
come through.
I think our listeners would want a coffee ad.
Oh my God.
You guys are cool. You guys are hip. You guys are in the know.
The
You
right
drink coffee.
coffee brand comes along, and we get
You must make it.
we get some cold brew in the pond. What'd you say?
What was your first sentence? Something comes along.
When the right coffee comes along.
You must whip it.
When the right coffee comes along.
You must whip it. But I
Whip
didn't know the words. I think I said kip it or something. You must kip it. I like kind of skipped over the word.
Brew it. Brew it good.
Loosey goosey.
Crack that whip. Like imagine that song. Okay, we talk about that song.
Crack that whip. Yeah, what?
Do-do-do-do. Crack that whip.
Wait, what if a problem comes along?
You must whip it.
That's what it is. If a problem comes along, it is problem.
Yeah. So whip it.
Whip it good.
Like
That's like some positive affirmation. Like
hey Jerry. Yep.
Yeah, what's up?
It's Ben at the studio. I'm working on this record. It might be a hit. You want to hear this? Here, let me just play it for you over the phone. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Whip it.
Whip it good.
Let me get back to you. Boom. Somehow, smash hit record.
Where did
the fuck was going on back then?
Who wrote that? And what was it about? Something like, was it about like an issue in the government, or was it just like, haha?
What if it's like some like deep meaning
I feel
song?
like for some reason I feel like it's some
Well, let's look it up.
like anti-war or something. I don't know.
Crack that whip.
I don't know.
Crack that whip.
It's
meme.
called Crack That Whip.
Yeah.
I thought it would be called like You Must Whip It.
Crack the whip. No.
All those Cool Whip commercials. You must whip it.
Crack that whip. Lyrics. Isn't that what it's called? Am I crazy?
I don't know.
It's called Whip It. Oh, it's Devo. Oh, I totally forgot. Devo's like, man, they were so successful.
Devo?
Crack that whip. Give the past the slip. Step on a crack. Break your mama's back. Hey, hey, hey.
Sorry, I keep
Wait,
reading.
it was so funny. We were watching back one and like we're trying to find a
comment.
segment to post, and I'm on the phone, and somebody goes, Carly's. What is it?
It was like Carly looking, I don't know, something about like girlfriend looking at her boyfriend's phone because it's suspicious or something.
had, like,
and
my
the
phone out.
timestamp was there. So we click it.
So Carly's looking over my shoulder, like at my phone, like what's going on?
Like, here, hold up your phone. It was like this. It was like, but like, I was literally just trying to read whatever he was reading, which I need to stop doing.
For the audio listeners, she looked over his shoulder intensely, seeing if he was cheating. Break your mom's back. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Before the cream sits out too long, you must whip it. Hey, there's
What
a
are these
little coffee.
words?
That's a coffee pun. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want the cream to sit too long. When
You must
something's
whip it.
going wrong, you must whip it. Now whip it into shape. Shape it up. Get straight. Go forward. Move ahead. Try to detect it. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good. This is a self-empowering song, actually.
Yeah.
When a good time turns around, you must whip it. You will never live it down unless you whip it. No one gets away until they whip it. I say whip it good. I say whip it good. Hey, actually, you know what? Fucking smash. Totally agree.
Do we know why it was written?
I think it's just a self-empowering song.
Oh. Whip it.
Well,
Whip it good.
Songmeanings.com says,
I feel like those usually just, oh, it's people leaving their
a
reviews.
friend of mine in a rehab I went to told me that Devo, standing for De-Evolution, was a band that took an 80s progressive approach to the growing commercialization, loss of ideals, and corporalization of the 80s as opposed to the 70s in America. When they say whip it, they mean for us to get our act together. In the music video, they're wearing flower pots on their head, but they are facing down, indicating that we are growing in reverse.
It is a deeper
De-evolizing
meaning.
and deteriorating instead of growing. But don't worry, it's not too late. If we try to detect it, we will, and we can get straight and move forward again.
Dang.
See?
Deeper meaning.
Told you there was a deep meaning to it. Whoops.
It told you it was anti-war. Like, not at all.
See, I told you it was anti-war. That was actually really good. You called that.
Thanks. You must whip it. All right, I'm going to read one, okay? I'm going to read one of these emails.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
Again, that email is coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. And while Carly is reading this, you're getting ready to leave a really good review.
I just read it to myself. All right, I'm ready. Hi, my name is Kayla. You can say it, so I'm not breaching any privacy things here, guys. So I don't really know if this story is that great, but okay, she starts off bad, but it's good. I'm just
Okay.
putting it out there. It is good.
I don't know if she starts out bad. She starts off insecure.
Negative, insecure. Yeah. Kayla, you got this. This is a good story.
Yeah, we believe in you.
We do.
Oh, I hit the camera, sorry.
Oh, I thought you meant you turned it off. I was like, no. Growing up, my dad used to mess with us and say people lived in our attic or a man lived in the garbage and came out to kill at night.
Okay.
These stories really messed me up. I feel like if I continue this story, it's important to know that I see spirits, that seeing spirits runs in my family and I can see spirit.
Okay. I'm
Interesting.
immediately scared.
Yeah, I'm immediately scared and kind of into it. I'm wondering where this is going. One day at around 9, I was laying in bed with my dad and he was sleeping since he worked night shift. I heard a noise coming from the bathroom. It's connected to the bedroom. So I get up and go to check it out. I looked up and the attic was open. So I climbed on to the sink counter and looked inside. I swear there was a person walking around up there. I freak out and wake my dad up. He checks and sees nothing. I told my dad what the guy's face looked like. He took out our family Bible and pulled out a picture of the man I described. Turned out it was my great uncle who was murdered. I had never seen anything of this man in my life. That was the first time I ever saw a spirit.
Okay. What the hell?
So crazy, right? You okay?
Like, how do you explain that?
I don't know. It's just weird because I've heard stories like that. So I feel like that's a real thing. Like, I feel like some people see their relatives, they don't know what they looked like after they died. I've heard that story a lot of different times, and it's so weird. Because it kind of happened to you with your girlfriend at the time, her uncle, right?
My uncle.
Or your uncle.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of like similar.
Dude, that shit was so weird.
So I'm assuming her family probably didn't believe her or something. Or it runs in her family, the spirit stuff.
Well, if her dad said that, I mean,
Yeah.
He was explaining that. That's crazy.
I know. She also said, I have went on to see many spirits, including my grandmother, coal miners. I live in Pennsylvania, and many people have died in coal mines near me. And a little
Probably in Pittsburgh.
girl that was murdered in my house.
Move.
You should move.
Yeah, we both.
You gotta move.
Should I tell that story real quick?
Which one?
The one.
About your uncle?
Yeah.
You told it on the podcast before.
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do a little recap if you want, though.
Basically, it was I don't know if I told this part of it, but I had like all these stomach issues going on that I hadn't diagnosed yet. Or I don't know what it was, but yeah, we went to sleep and she had a dream and my uncle came to her in the dream and she described him and she had never seen, like, I was named after my uncle. Like, he passed away before I was born. But he came to her and, like, said some stuff, like, check, like, basically was saying words of, like, things where all my problems are. And then, did I tell this on the podcast?
I thought you were going to talk about the one at the cabin or something.
No, that was my grandpa.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Now everyone's really confused.
Okay, sorry.
Let me start over.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stomach issues. Trying to figure out how to fix it and whatnot. We're sleeping. She, like, wakes up, like, shakes me awake and was like, hey, I just had this, like, intense, crazy, scary dream. Or not, like, scary, but upsetting dream. She's like, a man in a white suit came to me and he was, like, your family member and basically said all these words, like just specific things, like, within your stomach, like, I don't know, duodenum or duodenum, which is, like, your main nerve, I guess, like, where all your...
It's your main...
Like, what, like, makes you digest, I guess. It's, like, the top of it.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was...
It's something to do with the stomach.
Yeah.
Either way. So, says that, and I was like, oh, what? And then she starts describing him, and I'm like, I've seen pictures of my uncle at my grandparents' house, and my dad had a picture of his brother, and I was like, okay, that's really weird. She's, like, describing what my uncle looked like. I was like, okay, that's really weird. And I called my mom, and the phone rang, I'm not kidding, no exaggeration, 16 times. Like, it wouldn't go to voicemail. It just kept ringing. I was like, this is so weird. So I was like, maybe she's on the other line. So I was about to hang up, and all of a sudden, I hear, like, all this rustling around. And I'm like, what is going on? And then finally she answers. She goes, Bruce? And she's, like, so scared. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, your phone rang so much. And she was like, my phone was off. And I was like, oh, what? So we're both confused. She goes, why are you calling? And that's, like, weird for my mom to say. I was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you. And I was, like, telling her about, like, what happened. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, I'm with, like, a spiritual medium right now. And I just, like, asked for, like, some sort of sign of, like, how to fix you, how to help, or something like that. And then the fucking phone rings.
Wow.
And it was just, like, wow.
Just too many things.
Yeah, we both were like,
that worked out.
On? And arms across, he gets insecure.
And
he's vulnerable. He crosses his arms. But he's better off this way.
Wait, did you go... Oh, yeah, shout out your merch.
Shout
Look at
out
this,
merch.
guys. This is only going to be available at the shows, right?
Yeah, you can get this at the tour, Scott. Sorry, that was a shameless plug.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
and
trying to distract.
You have t-shirts, too.
Yep.
And they're
Same
very
thing as
soft.
t-shirts.
They're very soft, and this hoodie's really nice, and I keep telling him every day that I want one.
Yeah, I'm going to get one next weekend.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so did that cause you to go get checked exactly what they said was wrong?
I went and I told that story, actually.
To the doctor? He's like, and to the psych ward.
The one doctor, yeah, was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do tests based off of a dream. And basically stuff like that. So I stopped going to him because he basically had me as, like, a guinea pig. He was just like, hey, you know what? I actually think with your stomach problem, because I have gastroparesis, which is a slow digestion, and, like, summed up, it just takes me 3 times longer to digest than normal people. And he was like, well, maybe if we put you on a blood thinner, that might help with this, and that. And then I would come back a month later, and I'm like, hey, he's like, what are you taking now? And I would tell him, and he's like, oh, we shouldn't have you on that. Like, would not keep track of anything. He didn't give a shit.
Okay.
Then I told him that dream, and it was bad. So,
that's so weird. I feel like as a doctor, when you'd be like, okay, let's check it out then. Like anything is possible.
Well, I guess because they want to be credited for
And they're
it.
scientific.
And they want to be like, well, it's not from a dream. Like, we'll check stuff. But
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I'm sure there's some crazy truth to it. And I've never actually, believe it or not, like, seeked it out.
Oh,
And
you
it's been
should.
like 9 years.
Oh, wow. Imagine that's like the cure.
I know.
Crazy.
But you know what I do know?
What's up?
That a good way to learn is to listen.
What would it look like if we all listened more? Listening to audiobooks inspires us, motivates us, even brings us closer. And there's no better place to listen than Audible. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet. And now, Audible members get more than ever before. Each month, they get 3 titles of their choice, 1 audiobook, 2 Audible originals, and fitness programs that they can't get anywhere else. Wow. So exclusively on Audible. Wow, interesting. Listen on any device, anytime, anywhere. At home, at the gym, on your commute, or just on the go. You'll also enjoy easy audiobook exchanges, rollover credits, and an audiobook library you keep forever, even if you cancel.
Also,
So you cancel your membership, you still get the audiobooks.
Also, for me, you could do so much while you listen.
I know.
That's the best part.
Right.
You can just throw the earbuds in, just walk and be listening,
Go on a walk, exercise, drive your car,
and listen.
and listen.
Love it.
But yeah, for me, I'm super stoked because I know they have Whitney Cummings' I'm Fine and Other Lies in their library.
Nice.
And I've been meaning to get into it because I love her. She's a really funny comedian, but she's also probably one of my favorite people on social media.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I feel like you guys like the comedic vibes. So maybe you guys would be into that kind of book. I know the book is about her childhood, but it's also funny.
Well, that's the best. Yeah, that's the best kind of stuff.
Yeah. So love that for us. There's never been a better time to experience Audible. Try it for free for 30 days by visiting audible.com/koi, that's COI, or by texting COI to 500500. That's audible.com/koi, or by texting COI to 500500.
Thank you, Audible.
Thanks.
Let's keep them emails rolling.
All right. My crazy story that people sometimes don't believe is that I helped in a robbery.
Jeez.
I once was going upstairs to my apartment when I saw a bunch of guys moving furniture out of my neighbor's apartment. I asked them if the owners are moving, which was crazy to me because they were super close to my family and would have told us if they were planning on moving. Anyways, one of the guys said yes. As I saw that they were struggling to move things out because our elevator is tiny, I decided to help. I helped carry things out, and I provided them with water, tea, and snacks.
No way.
At night when my dad came home, I told him that our neighbor is moving. That was so crazy for him to believe. That he immediately called my neighbor and asked him about it. My neighbor ended up saying that he was on vacation with his family and did not even plan on moving. He rushed back home and unfortunately did not get his things back even when they called the police. I feel so bad to this day, but sometimes laugh at how stupid I could be.
Dang, that's really funny.
Yeah.
She basically catered a robbery.
I know, she catered it. That's so funny. I can't believe she committed a crime. You should be in jail right now.
That's a great,
funny story.
Yeah.
Sorry about your neighbor,
yeah,
but
that, at your neighbor's expense, but that's
it's a good story.
first date. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this one time.
It's a
Do you have
good
any crazy stories? Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's a good story if there's a lull in the conversation. Hey, by the way, so this happened to me.
I helped rob someone. It's like, okay, I'm not fucking dating this girl.
I robbed my neighbors.
Didn't know it though. I got them cookies and tea.
Literally catered a robbery. I love that. I'm reading from
Are you on Starry?
I'm not. Oh no, here I'll do it right now. I'm forgetting.
Because I picked a few too.
Okay.
I'm gonna read this one. Okay. Okay. I have a story. I like that entrance to an email.
Okay.
It's like everybody's in a room, and he's like, okay, I got a story. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody listens. They start chewing their cookies.
Okay, I've got a story. Sit down, everybody.
So in 2017, I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail.
I what hiked?
Thru-hiked, like he hiked through.
Through it? Okay.
Yes, all 2,000 plus miles. Switch the words around, and we're both like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever we tell stories from the trail, one that always seems to get a good reaction is when we were heading out of the Great Smoky Mountains. Dude, like, first off, anybody that does that stuff, I have the utmost respect for. Like, I have a couple friends that's what they do. They work and they work and they work and they save up this money and then they just, like,
Go hiking.
And they go on trails and it's like they live in nature and they live in tents and it's so cool.
How? Like, I think about it and I'm like, do they use a compass? Like, how do they know where they're going?
I mean, I'm sure you still have a phone, Carly.
But I just assume that that's like a nature thing. Like, we're not going to have our phones. It's going to be like a phone.
People.
Oh my God, an atlas? Like, I would be dead if I had to do that. Like an atlas, like a whole of like fucking direction, latitude and longitude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so dumb. I would be I could be in the middle of the woods and I wouldn't know. I could have my phone with maps on and not be able to figure out how to get out. I would hear one noise and be like, I'm getting eaten now. Like, I just find a bear to eat me.
I'm sure I'd be the same way because even with a compass, like say you can't use maps, but you can use your phone with a compass. We'd both be like, what does north even mean?
No, I know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Oh, I'll follow the sun? Okay. Well, the sun's going down. How am I supposed to I don't know.
So I'm going down?
I'm going down.
Following it down?
I'm digging into the ground. Like, I saw this meme one time and it was like, if you... never mind. I can't repeat it. It won't be funny. I don't remember.
Go for it. You're halfway there.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. It was some meme about... Like, when I ask you for directions, don't use terms like north, east, south, west. It was something like that. I know it's not funny.
Is that a meme? I thought that was somebody's comedy.
It was like I saw it on Tumblr a bunch. I don't know. It was like, you can't use terms like north, south, east, and west or something. It was like something around that.
I feel like I heard a joke, like a stand-up we saw.
Probably.
Was talking about that.
Probs. They stole.
Let's note that on the trail, we have our group of friends that we call our trail family. And don't use real names. We use trail names.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds like Neopets or something so far.
I'm Nosebleed.
Sad.
So I wonder how he got
Yeah.
that name.
No idea.
I'm Nosebleed. And the other folks in our family are Iron Lungs, Torch, and $1,000,000. Along with Bear Spray.
Bear spray?
But he was behind us when this story happened. Okay, I understand how you get nosebleed. You're in high altitudes. You're nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Yo, you're going to be nosebleeds.
Some people are more susceptible to
Iron
nosebleeds.
lungs, doesn't matter how high we are. I can breathe, baby.
Good to go.
Iron lungs. Torch? Now I'm getting confused.
Yeah. What is that?
He set shit on fire? He's
hot?
a torch?
Maybe he's hot.
Oh, okay. $1,000,000. This guy's
Rich.
He's the guy that he's got the highest gear, the best state of the art. Guys, they just got the new backpack and they're all like, oh, $1,000,000
Here he comes.
Here. MB.
His new vest.
Strutting his stuff.
His new gold compass.
And bear spray.
Maybe he accidentally sprayed himself one time with bear spray.
Or
maybe you're supposed to spray yourself with bear spray? I don't know. See, I don't know what bear spray is even.
So the Smokies were already made difficult. Okay, just imagine us in this situation.
Oh, God.
So they're in the Smoky Mountains. Smokies were already made difficult with the snow and freezing temps, but on our last night in the park, we settled into our spot in the shelter and we fell asleep at the normal time of sunset. Okay, that's so early.
Yeah, too early.
The normal time?
That's so early.
Normal time in
1902.
Just 19?
19. Yeah.
Sundown, go to bed.
Can't see anything, gotta go to bed. Can't do anything.
But we all kind of wake up when some stragglers came in throwing their stuff on the top bunk, which is also weird. You share it with like strangers.
Did he say stragglers?
Yeah, like that, like people that are just like
finally getting in.
Yeah, they're like way behind. So he's throwing a little shade.
Okay, I like that.
A few hours after Iron Lungs wakes up to something dripping on him. He thinks he's dreaming, so he kind of just ignores it, but then it drips into his mouth. He turns on his headlamp to find the other guy from the top has just thrown up all over us from dehydration and exhaustion. We all get up at this point and get this guy some water, then discuss what we're going to do. We were 6,000 feet up in the mountains with all the roads closed due to snow and 19 miles from the next hostel. It's about midnight at this point, and we decide to head out and start our hike to the hostel. After 19 miles of shin-deep snow, we get to the hostel. It's about 9 a.m. We call dibs in the cabin, then we buy some pizza and start our disgusting laundry. Oh, by the way, the hostel did not have a washing machine.
Oh my.
So we washed our sleeping bags and everything on a washboard. Why? That's like you talking.
Why?
They did have a dryer, though.
It's like Fire Festival.
Dude, nope.
No, that's why. I know. Never mind.
What?
Oh my God. I just like would never be able to survive. Like, first of all, you have puke all over you, and then you have to walk in knee-deep snow for 19 miles. Like, I probably couldn't even walk 2 miles with perfect weather and like be fun. Bruce just spilled his coffee on him. It looked like I said something so ridiculous. You spilled your coffee, but I know that wasn't it.
It was just me being dumb. Oh, that's totally what it was. You distracted me. You got one?
I got one.
Let's hit it up, girl.
All right. Made a joke at dad funeral.
Oh no.
Hello, my name is. I don't know if I should say it or not.
Yeah, don't say the name.
So when I was 14, my dad passed away. He was a funny and amazing dad. At his funeral, I had no idea I was supposed to speak, so I didn't have time to write anything ahead of time. Near the end, I accidentally made the joke. Wow, I'm going to miss that guy to death. Didn't. And made the hand movements. I did this in front of 300 plus people, but hey, my dad would have laughed.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. My family was all horrified, except for my grandpa, dad's dad. My family still brings it up to this day.
That's cute,
That's
though.
so cute. Like 14.
Yeah.
And like,
you don't know any better.
didn't.
Yeah, what? That is... If anybody could make that joke, I'm sure it has to be like immediate family.
Yeah.
It can't just be like the friend being like,
Yeah.
hey.
My grandpa actually, when my grandma passed away, my grandpa and all of his kids, like my dad and his siblings, were at I think it was like the place where the wake was going to be. And a bunch of flowers got delivered for somebody named, like their last name was Wong. It was like an Asian family. And my grandpa goes, looks like they got the Wong place.
Oh
and like just made the joke. And we're all like, how are you joking right now? But it was like, great.
But that's the thing, like, even for this girl, like, some people might be horrified, but that's their fond memory of that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and I'm sure that's part of her dad's sense of humor coming out.
Yeah.
Like, that's really sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually funny.
Yeah.
This is a short one. I think it's really funny. For starters, I literally love both of you guys and feel like I can relate to you like hardcore. I'm from right outside of Philly, so I feel the connection with Bruce, and it's cool to hear him mention things that I'm familiar with. And I met my boyfriend of 3 years on Tinder.
Ooh.
So I love how you guys are making something that has a weird stigma to it so normal. Yeah, why do people make it it's 2019.
Yeah.
Our lives are on social media. Why do people be like, oh, you met on a dating app? Yeah, sorry, it's not 1912, Grace. We can't fucking just go to the movies and be
Grace.
like, I see one guy, he's not around a girl, we're getting married.
Yeah.
No, you go on a dating app.
Is it still like weird? I mean, I think it's weird for people that we met on Tinder because Tinder is seen as such like a hookup app. But I feel like Bumble is more like, oh, cool, you guys met on Bumble.
I think Tinder started as that.
Yeah.
But Tinder evolved into like real relationships.
Did you feel weird using Tinder at first? Were you like, oh, this is weird when you first downloaded it?
I was like, this is cool.
Oh.
Like, because for me, it was like the anxiety of like, I can't talk to a girl at a bar.
Oh, okay.
Or like anywhere.
Yeah.
The fear of rejection is too much for me to handle. So this was like, if we can start a conversation this way, and if you're messaging, for me, it's like, I'll get your sense of humor through messaging. So it's like, if we don't have the same sense of humor, like, you were really funny.
Thanks.
So it's like, okay,
So were
cool.
you.
That's like what hits it off.
Yeah.
Anyways, she literally put, anyway.
She knew we were talking.
This isn't a couple or love type of tidbit, but no one ever believes this story. So my last name is Moffa, Moffa. And the story is that my great-grandfather was in Italy and came to Ellis Island back in the day because he was running away from the mafia. When he got to Ellis Island, being that he spoke Italian and everyone else spoke English, he was trying to tell them, I'm running away from the mafia. And they said, okay, Maffa, next. And that's how my family name got changed from Scarapella to Maffa. How funny is that?
That's how it got changed.
Yeah, just by him being like, mafia, running away. And they were like, Maffa, next.
Maffa, next. Maffa, next.
I just got my name changed to an S.
Maffa, next.
I just pulled up to an island, Ellis.
It's like a really bad parody for like kids learning about Ellis Island. But like trying to
They
be
showed
quirky.
up to the island
Yeah.
of LA.
The teachers made a Thank You Next parody of
Yeah.
it, and the kids are just like, oh my God.
That's really
this
funny.
is so bad.
That was a sweet story.
It was so sweet. We love sweets.
We love sweets. Speaking of sweets, well, we just tasted the most incredible cupcakes
Yes.
separately
Well,
because they came in, and I was like, you know, we're gonna have this magical moment. Baked by Melissa sent us some beautiful cupcakes.
they're in the fridge for you.
I said, Carly, Baked by Melissa sent the cupcakes. They're in the fridge. I wanted to share this magical experience. Carly got them before me. And I said, I don't want to know how they tasted. I want to taste them myself because this was supposed to be a special experience. And guess what?
I just couldn't wait. I'm sorry.
They were amazing.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was worth the running to the fridge to try them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I just put them in the fridge. I didn't look because I was like, if I look, I'm going to eat. You looked, you couldn't resist.
I ate. Yeah, they looked
And
amazing.
that, I totally understand. Which one did you have?
I had cookies and cream.
Dude.
So good.
Chocolate chip cookie dough and the chocolate chip pancake. Oh my God.
To die for.
Dude, they were like seriously the best cupcakes I've ever had in my life. And I'm not just saying that. They're handcrafted and bite-sized, which is amazing. And not only that, so there's like a bunch of flavors, but they also have gluten-free, which is huge because they also bake them in a separate facility. So a lot of people
Great.
don't do gluten-free just for like an LA lifestyle. A lot of people have celiac.
Yep.
So they were like, we respect that. Melissa was like, yo, I got y'all.
I'll bake these separately.
I'm going to put these separate. So no cross-contamination, which I love.
Yeah.
And it's based in New York. So if you're in Manhattan, dude, you can just like get that same day, maybe the next day.
I'm
you
so
know what
jealous.
I'm saying? Another great thing, easy to gift. I was saying to Carly, I was like, this is like Baked by Melissa nailed it. This is the new, what are they, chocolate?
Like a box of chocolates.
Box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You get bite size. You can try all these different flavors.
Yeah.
Like if you gift that to somebody, don't sleep on this koi pond. This is the gift.
It is.
You know what I mean?
And they're so good for like, I'm someone who likes to have a snack after I eat any
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
And it's good to have these little bite size because then you don't feel like you're eating a lot, but you're satisfied because it's so good and it's so, I don't know. It's like the flavor is so pure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just so good and you're not eating a whole cupcake and you have choices. You can pick other ones. You don't have to get these giant cupcakes.
No commitment.
Yeah, no commitment.
Commit, but then you can try different things.
Yeah.
It's like an open cupcake relationship.
With the whole tray.
But they also offer 1 and 2 day shipping nationwide. Wow. Are you kidding me?
You get those cupcakes so
Remember though, the last day for standard shipping for Valentine's Day delivery is February 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't wait too long. You know, you can, be like, okay, I want to get it for Valentine's Day, but don't wait till after February 12th. But this Valentine's Day, send your loved ones the perfect gift with Baked by Melissa. Go to bakedbymelissa.com/COI today. Sign up, okay? Sign up and use the promo code COI to get 15% off your next order. Come on. What? Why would you not want to do this? This is a special offer exclusively for podcast listeners, so make sure you take advantage. That's 15% off at bakedbymelissa.com/COI using promo code COI.
don't sleep on it. They're so good. All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I talked to this guy on Grindr. He was really into my pics. I got a nice body.
He
So
said,
that's good.
I got a nice
Yeah, he said, so this guy was really into my pictures because I have a nice body. I never sent him my face pics. I never sent him my face pic, just my nudes. Honestly, that's smart. Don't send nudes with a face because you don't know where it's gonna end up.
Yeah.
He sent his face pic, nudes, full body nudes, everything. Fast forward 3 days, I start my new job, and he's my fucking manager. He has no idea it's me, but I can tell he's into me. He knows I'm gay, and I know it's him because I have his face pic, nudes, and everything. Am I horrible?
But he doesn't. Oh,
No, because he
thank
doesn't know
God.
his face. I know. I love that because like he'll never
How
know.
funny is that?
And he'll always, how cringy is that? Like, that's your manager and you know everything, what he looks like. They've probably been sexting. That's so
But
weird.
it has to have his name, right? Well, I guess not full name. So how would he?
Yeah.
know?
Although, what if they're at work together? And he's like, because Grindr, I think they have it where it's radius.
You could probably turn that off.
Yeah, I hope he turned it off right away.
Only when I'm on the app.
Yeah, only when I'm on the.
Yeah, he's 3 steps. He's 1 cubicle away. It's like, wait, that's really specific.
I'm stressed. Yeah, how weird is that? That's so funny. I love that because it's so
That's
one-sided.
fucking hilarious.
It's like good on you though for not giving your picture, because then what? Then you'd have to literally find another job. I feel like that's too much.
How would that work?
I don't know.
Because that's like technically you can't do that.
Yeah, because it's a manager. It's like weird, like appropriate.
They'd be like, well,
stuff. Inappropriate.
We
stuff.
started talking before you had the job.
We sent news before.
Dang.
Weird.
Jefferson, you have those files for me? It's like, I got your dick.
Do you have that dick? I mean, fax.
Oh yeah. This one. Please don't use my name. Okay.
All right.
This will be the last one we'll do.
Okay.
Me and my friend were about 17 years old. We were 24 now. One day I picked her up and went for a drive. Because that's what you do when you're 17 in the UK, LOL. Anyway, she was really angry with her younger sister as she had been snooping on her phone and found out that she had been sleeping with guys and she was only 15. So the older sister's like, I have a feeling she's talking to guys. Went in her younger sister's phone, snooped through everything.
Oh, no.
As well as this, she had been awful to live with and refusing to talk to anyone in the house. My friend had really let a rip, calling her all the names under the sun and how much she hated her sister. She also talked about how she looked through her phone at all of her messages and social medias. After about 45 minutes, my friend went to check her phone and she froze. Oh my fucking God. When I asked her what had happened, she showed me her phone. She was leaving a voicemail to her sister for the last 45 minutes. Every single thing she had said was now in her sister's voicemail, waiting to be heard. Instead of just leaving it, we stayed out till 2 a.m. so we knew her sister would be asleep. We snuck into her house, into her sister's room, and slid the phone out from under her pillow.
When she was sleeping?
When she was sleeping.
Oh my God.
Removed the SIM card and put it back. We then drove to the beach and chucked it in the sea.
What? Couldn't they just delete the message?
Well, I guess they were like...
Fuck.
Yeah. Her phone didn't work, obviously, and no one ever checked for the SIM. Her parents just got her a new phone.
Oh my God. That is out of a TV show.
It's hilarious.
Like underneath her pillow while she was sleeping.
Yeah.
That's some shit I could do to you. Like Bruce sleeps through everything. If you did that to me, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but then also you sometimes don't wake up right away.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Okay.
Like last night, I got in. I was
yeah.
like working all night. I went to bed at like 6 or 5:30, and you did not wake up.
Oh, go me.
Yeah, you could literally throw a pillow over my face, call me, tell me there's a fire. I won't wake up.
Yeah, I know.
But then you could just put like coffee in front of my nose, and I'm like,
I kind of did that today.
Did you really?
Well, I brought it in.
Oh yeah, that was the sweetest.
I was gonna joke and put it under your nose, but you were just like, put it over there. Set it on the counter. I can't deal with this right now.
But that's it. Episode 39. Thank you so much to Audible and Baked by Melissa.
Yeah, thank you guys.
The deliciousness.
And thank you guys so much for sending in your emails. You guys really help us do our podcast. So thanks for doing that again. It's Couple of Issues Podcast at gmail.com. And you can follow our social media. I'm at Carly and Contro.
At Bruce Wigner.
WIEGNER. And
CARL.
That's it.
Oh, that'd be cool if you got the handle at Carl.
Just Carl on
at Roll the
Instagram.
Intro Carl.
But like everyone from the vlogs are like, what is this?
Yeah.
At Roll the Intro Carl. It's like my side Instagram.
Ooh.
I wonder if that's imagine if that was taken. I'd be like, who took this name?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
And we'll let you know next week on another episode of
Couple of Issues.